The more she blames everyone, the more she looks like a child and not a grown adult woman. I want to go in on LisaRaye for a couple minutes, players. I looked at the interview she did, and I looked at the show with Claudia Jordan and all them other bitter women, and I just want to go into it a little deeper, players. Whenever I hear a woman complain, I know I see a child mindset woman, not a grown, adult, mature woman, players. I'll go into it, players. She's blaming everybody else besides herself because accepting some of the blame that caused her relationships and marriages to fall apart is hard for her to deal with. Accepting blame will make her feel like a failure. But if she owns up to those failed relationships, it will grow and strengthen her maturity. But instead, it further stunning her growth and making her more miserable and immature. Any woman that can't accept and take any ownership of her blame for her mistakes is still a child in the mind and growth department. Accepting blame will make her learn from her mistakes and get past these failed relationships and make her better and not bitter. Bitter root produces bitter fruit. I want to go in on your girl K. Michelle with that feminist interview she did a while back too, because this and what LisaRaye goes in hand. That feminist interview K. Michelle did, and when LisaRaye was going off about her man on Claudia Jordan show, says it goes hand in hand with this, players. Not taking any ownership of her bad behavior, decisions, and mistakes puts her internal growth at a standstill. Always denying and deflecting her mistakes shows her immature. How immature K. Michelle, LisaRaye mindset mentality is. That was the most feminist interview I've heard in a while and really put her in a negative light. And it did. It put K. Michelle in a negative light and LisaRaye in a negative light. If she just would have just took some part of the blame, or most of it, for her bad mistakes, decisions, she would have showed strength, growth, and maturity. That was the key to that, player. That's the key to that. If she just would have just took some part of the blame, or most of it, for her bad mistakes, decisions, she would have showed strength, growth, and maturity. Break it down, player. Strength to deal with it and just accept it. Growth from learning from it, but not just focusing on the pain, but the lessons, so she can grow and be better from it. Maturity from taking ownership from it, but allowing herself to not blame anyone, but allow it to only mature her and make her more wiser from it. But instead, she failed with her influence over others that look up to her and admire her. Players. I just want to break LisaRaye down along with K. Michelle. But also I want to say this, players. Whenever I see a woman that always blaming other people for her relationship, failed marriages and all that, you know what? I would rather take a woman that's least the less attractive between a LisaRaye. Okay, let's say this. I'll make an example. Let's say I'll say Toya Wright, Lil Wayne's first child's mom. I say her and LisaRaye, right? Now, if I seen LisaRaye and I got a chance to talk to her and pick her mind and get into her personal life, and all she did was complain and blame other people, that will make her look more unattractive in my eyes. Even though her physical attractions are fine, man. She's, like I say, if we going on the scale 1 to 10, man, LisaRaye still looks gorgeous, man. I'm not going to take her physical attractions away from her. She's still up there, man. 8, 9, 10, whatever you want to give her. But the fact that she's not accepting any of the blame or most of it for her failed marriage or relationships will pull me away from her. Because, see, that's a woman that still has a child frame of mind, not an adult, mature woman's frame of mind. So that will pull me away from her. Even though she's physically attractive, it will pull me away from her. Because that lets me know right then she doesn't respect herself, respect her man, or she didn't value her relationship. So if I talk to Toya Wright, and she was talking about how, yeah, if she was in a marriage or relationship, but it failed, and she had some stuff to do with it, you know, just like her man did, I would be more attracted to her because that let me know that if I was to get in a relationship with her, that she would also take the blame if something was to happen to go wrong, that was her part of what she did. See what I mean? So that would make her more attractive to me because that lets me know she an adult, mature, wiser woman than LisaRaye. So when a woman doesn't accept any blame for none of the part you did, you mean to tell me like you've been in 12 relationships and the guy did everything, you didn't do nothing? So that would just turn me off completely, man. Like completely 100%. I don't care how fine, I don't care how big her booty is, how pretty her face is, how long her real hair is, how big and pretty her titties set up in the air, looking all perky and good, it still would turn me off because I couldn't deal with you seriously. Because like I said, you don't accept no blame. So that let me know where your mindset is. You got a child's frame of mind. I know adult, mature woman's frame of mind. So when I hear Lisa Ray complain and be bitter, like I said, man, bitter root produces bitter fruit. And the fact that she just keep on complaining, man, I just get so tired of hearing that, man. Okay, man, Dwayne Martin, okay, you gave this man all the dirt on you. Okay, and what he did, you know what, though? I believe Dwayne Martin said, you know what, man, bruh, I'm going to step you like a man and tell you something on Lisa Ray that I know to make you think twice. And what so happened was, he did that. He took it was like a big homie giving you some advice on something, and you take those tools that they're giving you and you use them. See what I'm saying? So I believe Dwayne Martin, seeing how good of a guy he was and seeing how much he had to lose, and he said, you know what, man, hey, bro, you need to think twice. Let me give you some information to make you think twice. So he gave him some tools he can use, and he used it. And he got out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at that. It's just a big homie looking out for another homie that he see a good man, and he said he finna take advantage of. So let me pull you out this burning house before you get burned up. Or let me pull you out that burning house before it burn up. You know what I'm saying? Put it that way. Let me pull you out that house before it burn up and save you. So that's what Dwayne Martin did to Lisa Ray's husband. So because he knew what kind of woman he was dealing with. You see what I'm saying? They would have took everything from him, had him zero. So, but like I say, I give Lisa Ray her credit as she got married. Turks Caicos, she went there, man. She had it. She even said in the video that a woman from the inner city going to the Turks Caicos, hey, more power to you, Lisa Ray. But it makes you look real unattractive, man, when you don't take no blame. Like, you don't take no blame. Claudia Jordan, Vivica Fox, she don't take no blame. Y'all look like high school, college girls to me on there, man. Like, it's really sad. And then with the influence you got over others, you can show a whole lot of maturity and strength and growth when you say, you know what, it is some stuff that I did in my marriage or my relationship I could have worked on and made it work out. But just like he had some faults, I had some faults. And then young women or older women just like y'all, they would accept and be like, you know what, if Lisa Ray and Claudia Jordan and Vivica Fox can own up to what they did, even though they big time celebrities, got money, can get any man they want well when they was in their prime or whatever, probably still can't get a decent amount of men now. But probably because they're so bitter, a man won't give them no participation. So, but I'm just saying, a lot of young females will look up to that and say, you know what, if Lisa Ray can own up to her faults and Claudia Jordan and Vivica Fox, hey, so can I. Because they got so much influence. So when I hear a woman talk like that, man, and I went on a outing with the older lady about, not around Lisa Ray age, but she was like 47, maybe close to 50. And man, we went out, man, I'm talking about when I say she was fine head to toe, I'm talking about, man, everything, man, nice long hair. I'm talking about her real hair, face, man, still look good. Hands still smooth. Pretty feet, man, brick house body. I'm talking about 8-figure shape. But man, she would complain, man. And I just, we went to the movies, I told her, hey, you want to get something to eat out of here or get something to eat afterwards? So I left my wallet in the car and locked it up because I don't bring my wallet in the movie theater. Man, finally, when we got in the movie theater, now she changed her mind. That's a child to me, man. Come on, I just asked you. Then she was like, well, I ain't cold. Because like I said, it was hot during the time, but it was cold in the movie theater, but it was hot outside. So I told her, I said, hey, it's going to be cold in the movie theater. Bring your jacket. So I brought it anyway just in case you change your mind. Soon we got in there. Well, your jacket, I'm cold. See what I'm saying? So, man, she just had a child mind. Then she complained. I'm talking about, man, she complained the whole time. We went out to eat. The food too salty. This waiter taking too long. And this and that and that. And then she blaming this guy for this, blaming that guy for that. And man, even though she was fine, man, it just, no. And when I dropped her off, I wanted to go in there so bad, man. My lust, man, almost took me over, man. I'm talking about, man, I really wanted to go in that house, man, because I was already thinking about the things I could do to her, man. She would have a bodysuit on, had little cuts on the sides, man. I'm talking about, man, I knew she had no panties on. She was looking good, man, looking real good. I'm talking about smelling good. I say, man, if she smelling good, imagine what the kitty smelling like, man. I'm talking about, man, shit, man, I'm talking about titties sitting up right, looking good, man. She was, man, oh, man, looking good. I'm talking about, I won't put on Lisa Ray level, but she could be under her level. Oh, it was similar. But, man, my mind was saying, stay in the car, pull off, because, like I say, it just was, she was turning me off, man. Like, the whole time she was complaining about them guys, did this, they did that, just like Lisa Ray and K. Michelle, blaming the other man. I just knew what I was getting into, and I just didn't want to get into it. See what I'm saying? But my body was saying, go in there, man. Hey, man, go ahead, do all those things you want to do, player. Go handle your business, player. Come on, player. But my mind was saying, man, I don't want to get involved, man. My mind was like, had me in quicksand. I couldn't move. I was just like, man, no, stay in the car till I have a good night, man, and pull off, man. Don't even do it. But like I say, my lust was taking over too. But hey, you know what? I didn't go in, man, because like I say, she was turning me off, man. This Lisa Ray and K. Michelle turning me off, man. When I see a woman always complain about relationships and she don't take no blame, complain and don't take no blame, I'm talking about not a smidge of blame. Turn me off, man. I don't care how fine she is. If Lisa Ray, I talk to Lisa Ray right now, and she still complaining, let me know you bitter. You still bitter. You haven't went through the process of healing yourself. You haven't reestablished your inner world yet and became positive and peaceful. And you just got an immature mind to me, an immature mindset to me, and I can't deal with that, man. An older lady can still have a child's mindset if she don't take no blame. You got to take ownership. When I see a woman that take ownership or the stuff that she did in a relationship or a marriage, they let me know I can work with that. I can work with a woman like that because it let me know if I get with you, you'll still take some blame or you'll blame on what you did wrong. All it does is maintain the intimacy and keeps the relationship strong. And I don't even believe Lisa Ray have ever been made love to the right way, because the way she come off, like she never respected no man. I don't believe she have. She don't respect no man. Every time she blame the man, it's not her fault. That let me know right there, she don't respect no man. So that's just what I get off of it from her. Because the way she is taught is, what he can do for me, soon as he can't do for me, I'm gone. So that seems like a selfish lady about herself and not about her partner. So I see why Lisa Ray by herself. But I just want to hit it one time, players. All right, players, respect.